Hello friends and potential friends. Let's see, I think today is the 23rd of July. It's going to be another hot one around here. But I figured I'd do a little bit of treasure hunting. Mainly because most of the area that I need to be looking in is in the shade. And I have to start off with something that I found a couple days ago. It really perked my interest, and that was Precision Model 3 Scintillator from Quality Instruments. Oh, here comes a crop duster again. On calm days, they fly back and forth about every half hour. They're just above the tree line. That one was maybe 200 feet in the air. If I had my drone up there, he might have gone under it. But anyway, back to my first find. This scintillator, Precision Model 3, is basically a Geiger counter. Got a gauge on one end, a couple of knobs you can play with, battery pack on the bottom. You know, I've been trying to clean this up a little bit, and I was able to open up the battery case, and it's got room for several batteries in there. I did a little bit of research on the internet, and turns out that this particular model was developed in 1952, and it sold in 1952 for $495. That's not the sort of thing you want to leave laying out in the field, but that's where I found this one. It was right over there, half buried in the dirt and brush. First we thought it was a ray gun from outer space. But interesting thing. From what I can see on the internet, this was used for detecting radiation. In particular uranium, but also other forms of radiation. And it's pretty interesting. And if you happen to be interested, there are a couple on eBay for sale for around $300 right now. But that was my first real find. And now we are starting to wonder if this place might be a little bit haunted, but at least in a friendly sort of way, because things seem to keep showing up that we're looking for. I mean, you saw that last year. I found that shovel, brand new shovel, laying out in the weather. Still had the paper tag on the handle or on the blade of it. And as a matter of fact, that has become pretty much my favorite shovel, and it still has most of that tag on it. The other day, I broke my hammer. Started walking around, and within about 10 minutes I found a hammer. And that let me finish tearing down this building. A couple days ago, Mom remarked that her little ornamental windmill she has out in the yard wasn't turning and might need to be greased or oiled. The next morning, I was walking around and I found this. Now granted, there's no oil in it, but it is an oil gun. That's an oil can, probably not really useful right now. I doubt if I could get the top off of it, but I found one. It seems like there's somebody around here that keeps pointing out things that we need when we need them. Pretty interesting. But I'm going to start cleaning this mess up back here. And I'm not going to bore you with all of it because mostly it's going to be picking up trash. But if I find anything useful, which I feel fairly confident I will, I'll bring it over and show it to you. Well, this one's not strictly in the building, but it's something I've been curious about for a while now. I want to see what this guy is. Well, the handles are a little bit worse for wear, but got a pretty good cook pot. Just laying out here with everything else. Well, I found the stew pot, and now I got a frying pan to go with it. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I didn't know brass shells would rust like that. Some of these things are pretty rusty. Oh, and incidentally, I'm going to have to be more careful because some of them haven't been fired yet. That one's probably still got bang powder in it. Well, I got a start anyway. Just barely scratched the surface and I filled up the wheelbarrow. And that's just with the good stuff. All kinds of good stuff. Let's see if I can get this someplace where I can get a better look at it. And trash too. Well, there's some of the odds and ends. Cups, mugs, glasses, old Avon bottles, a little bit of everything. And the main fair got a pretty good start on a set of silverware and knives. They even had a Christmas tree. Of course, there's the Frankenstein light switch. Even found a MasterCard. And let's see, the scintillator is over here. Stew pot and frying pan. The oil can. And did I mention these people like their bullets? That's 1 gallon. And there's another gallon. And the scary part is there's a few of these in here that have still got lead in them and presumably still have gunpowder in them. So I'm a little bit nervous about that. But I didn't think that brass would rust. That's the part that really has me intrigued. But that's one day of treasure hunting. And to be honest, I barely scratched the surface. But That's it for now, and I'll see you next time.